Well, Putin the cat is wondering what the hell this is. This is a water distiller, and he's checking it out. Now, there's actually a lot of benefits to drinking distilled water versus spring water, because distilled water actually leaches out the bad stuff in your body, the toxic stuff like fluoride, excessive metals, and toxins. You know, it doesn't leach out the organic, healthful minerals that you need. It leaches out the garbage. That's why distilled water is actually pure water, just like produced in nature. So it's being made by steam distillation, and you start out with hot water. You just open up this lid. It's got a little fan on here, and it slowly fills up after several hours. Very, very simple. So what you can use this in, if you're making some Dr. Willard's water, you can start with distilled water. Or if you're making colloidal silver, which I put them in these stainless steel containers because it does not let any light go in. And the other thing is, it's glass on the inside, no plastic. How's that? Plus it has a little window on the side. You can see how much is in there if it's full. This one's full, so it's got about 6 parts per million. But that's another use for using your distilled water. Another thing is, if you want to make green tea, I make it in there. I put like 7 green tea bags in there and just fill it up with hot water. And you can grind your own coffee and make espresso. So if you make an espresso, your espresso coffee will taste better with distilled water. So there's a lot of uses, actually. It's actually, no garbage is in it. You want to add your organic foods and things like that you digest that will, enable you to, get your organic minerals as required in your body. Now, the other thing is, if you're making ozonated water, it's probably better to start with distilled water, which is pure water, 100% H2O, because the ozone is not trying to neutralize toxins that are in the water, or anything that's in the water that's like chlorine or whatever. It's actually starting out with just pure H2O, just like the sun would evaporate water off the lake. That's exactly what's going on with the distillation process. It's really just calling it pure 100% H2O. So when you're making ozonated water starting with distilled water or pure water with no chemicals in it, all the ozone there's not ozone being used to neutralize pesticides or chemicals or anything else in the water. So for instance, if we're going to run this, like actually I fill this up with distilled water and ice, they'll retain more ozone. This is a little fish tank bubbler, which is an air pump. It's used in ambient air. So I plug it in, pumps air through here, out through here, into the water. Now this would be full normally. Turn the switch on. This one's by Synergy Systems. It's an WPS-100 single stage, high quality single stage that I just start with ambient air. I don't use an oxygen concentrator or nothing. But I will be using distilled water because I've been using too much of it lately, and I decided to buy a steam distiller to give me 100% pure water like nature has. So that's how it is. It's very simple. You just fill this up. You start with hot water because this thing has to heat up water to make it into steam, to make it just like it was evaporating from the sun off a lake or something. So in other words, it's like 100% pure water, no garbage in it. So when you fill this up, you want to put hot water in it, so it doesn't take as long to get up to the point where it's steaming off. So you can see it's up to this part. So this takes several hours. It'll go up to about here, and then it'll be done. Then I'll fill up a jug with this, put it in the refrigerator, and go to the next one. So that's the process, and I'll be using it for, like I said, I've used it for green tea. I use it for espresso coffee. I use it for colloidal silver. I use it for making ozonated water. And I drink it. So I've been going through so many jugs of distilled water, and even though they're only 88 cents a gallon, it's like I got to keep getting 5 gallons here, 5 gallons there. It's actually less hassle just to make this stuff yourself. You're not actually adding to the water, you're just making sure it's 100% pure water. You can see how slow it drips, right? Just a couple drips at a time, there it goes, right? So, simple process. It's not like you're doing anything special to it, you're just making it pure. That's all you're doing. So, one of the most helpful things you can do.